Math Magic 5. This is the chapter 7. Can you see the pattern? Page 99. This page has a series of pictures where Isha and her friend are talking to each other. The friend tells Isha, "Isha, your skirt is beautiful." To which Isha replies, "My mother made this pattern." The friend says, "I have seen the same blog making a different pattern on a kurta." Isha says, "How was it different?" The friend explains, "In your skirt, the rule of the pattern is one up, one down. Then this is repeated. But in my brother's kurta, it is once up, then takes a 1/4 turn every time. The rule is to repeat it with a 1/4 clockwise turn." The friend has just explained one up, one down, and then once up and then a 1/4 turn clockwise. Now you use these two rules to make patterns with this block. There is a block as a flower on leaves shown in the form of a small picture. Also make your own rule. For the teacher. In Math Magic Class 4, page 107 to 108, children have seen how one motif is used in 3 different ways. And in Class 3, page 145, the same sequence of motifs is repeated. Discuss how the motif here turns clockwise. Page 100. Turns and patterns. We have a block with us with magenta color flower on a couple of green leaves. Observe this block. We make 3 different rules to turn it clockwise and see the patterns. Rule 1. Repeat it with a 1/4 turn. There is a series of pictures below this indicating how this 1/4 turn repeat takes place. Rule 2. Repeat it with a 1/2 turn. Below this, again, we have a series of pictures indicating this half-turn repeat. Rule 3. Repeat it with a 3/4 turn. And again we have a series of pictures where this block is repeated with a 3/4 turn. Practice time. 1. What should come next? A. We see a circular pattern rotating in a particular way. 3 instances have been given. You have to create 2 more instances based on this repeat. B. We see the letter N again repeating with half turn. 3 instances of this repeat are shown. 2 blank spaces are provided for you to draw the pattern. For the teacher. Encourage children to think of other alternatives. Answers obtained by anti-clockwise turns should also be accepted and discussed. Page 101. C. We again see a pattern of a triangle rotating in a particular way. 3 instances have been shown. Two blank spaces are provided for you to fill up. D. We have a circle block this time with a square inside. The repeat rule is again following a particular pattern. 3 instances of movement are given here. 2 more have to be drawn by you. 2. See this pattern. A. We see the letter F following a rule of repeat by some particular rotation. 4 instances are given. 1 space is blank for you to fill up. The rule of the pattern is turning by 45 degrees each time. Which will be the next? Tick mark the right one. 3 different options have been given. Using the same rule, take it forward till you get back to what you started with. B. The letter L is shown following a rule of the pattern, turning at a particular angle. 2 instances are shown. 8 more instances have to be drawn by you. C. The letter P this time follows the same pattern. Again, 2 instances have been shown and 8 more are to be drawn by you. Page 102. 3. Some patterns are given below on the left side of the red line. For each pattern, write the rule. Then choose what comes next from the right side of the line and tick it. There's a red line drawn vertically in the middle. On both sides of it we have some patterns. A. 3 pictures of a block show the rule, which you have to write down in the space provided. And you have to choose what comes next from the right options. B. A kite-like pattern is shown again as 3 instances. Identify the rule and write it down in the blank space. Also choose what would be the next instance from the 2 choices given on the right. Tick mark the correct one. C. A typical pattern is shown again following a repeat pattern. Identify the rule of the pattern and write it down in the blank space provided. Also choose what would be the next repeat from the 2 options given on the right by tick marking the right one. D. A spiral-like pattern is shown. 4 instances are enough to make you clear about the rule the pattern is following. Identify it and write it down in the blank space given. Also choose what will be the next repeat pattern from out of the 2 choices given on the right by ticking the correct one. Page 103. Look for a pattern. Mark that picture which is breaking the rule. Also correct it. We have 4 parts A, B, C and D with different pictures, all of them following a pattern rule. You have to identify the one which is breaking the rule and then try and correct it. Magic squares. Do you remember magic triangles? Come now, let's make some magic squares. Fill this square using all the numbers from 46 to 54. Rule: the total of each line is 150. We have a square grid with 3 columns and 3 rows. Below this we have another square with 3 rows and 3 columns. Number 25 is written in the middle. Fill this square using all the numbers from 21 to 29. Rule: the total of each side is 75. For the teacher. You can see Math Magic Class 4 page 11 for similar magic patterns.